Hello and welcome to Ginger Man. Well, look at this behind me. This is my new van, thanks to Bert, my local mechanic. He is an absolute legend and he's sorted me out with my own Ginger Man van. So I'll be doing more adventures in this. But today's something a little bit local because it's foggy and crappy weather. The heat wave is over, but I've caught a tan. So anyway, let's get into this. Cardenden. Show me what you got. Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home.
Right, it's first thing in the morning. I've parked up here at the Cardenden train station, and what do I know about this place? Well, I filmed here right at the start of Ginger Man. We're talking first 50 episodes, and it was just a short one. I didn't have a drone, and I don't even think I covered most of Cardenden, as I have been told. So here I am today. There you go, Ian Rankin. I'm just going to put out there, I've never read an Ian Rankin book, but I know of him. Okay, so Cardenden. Here we are, I see something up here. That looks like a Pilgrim's Way walk. Did I come through Cardenden on the Pilgrim's Way? I never came this way. This is alright, this. See, I didn't know any of this stuff here. This is Nanny's Corner. So not only have we got Ian Rankin here, we've got William McLaren, painter, illustrator and decorative artist. Look at this. He grew up in Cardenden. This must be a place for the creatives. Cardenden consists mainly of 4 parts: Cardenden, Bohill, Cardenden and Dundonald. See, this is where I got done last time. Because someone said to me, oh, you mostly stayed in Bohill, but if Cardenden is the whole 4 parts, then it doesn't matter. It's Cardenden, it's all Cardenden. And it was basically a farming and coal mining community, and the railways was constructed to transport the coal. That makes sense. Bohill Colliery, the Lady Josephine, opened in 1895 and closed in 1965. 10 miners died there in an explosion in 1931, and there is a memorial to them in the Bohill Cemetery and Community Garden. And here we go. Pistol duel. The last pistol duel in Scotland occurred near Cardenden Farm on the 23rd of August, 3 days before my birthday, 1826, 162 years before my birthday, between David Landale and George Morgan, and is marked by a cairn and a plaque. I got to go find that. Cardenden Kirk. There has been a church on this site for nearly 1,000 years. Okay, here we go. And then you've got the famous Cardenden folk. Ian Rankin, William McLaren, John Thompson, footballer and a playwright. So, something's in the water here. This is a creative's place, and I'm a creative soul, so I don't want to get too bogged down in what part of Cardenden I'm in. I'm in Dundonald, I'm in Bohill, I'm in Octor or something. Can't remember the name of it. Apologies, I'll work it out. I'm just going to float around. So I want to find the kirk, 1,000-year-old kirk, because, you know, this is obviously a very historic area, with the last pistol duel happening near here too. That's crazy. It's crazy to think that people used to pistol duel when they got angry with each other. You know, this Seldom boys, nobody needs to die here, but people died. So another reason why I chose Cardenden today is I've been doing my vlogging course through BRAG, that's the Minority Regeneration Action Group, up in Crosshill for the last 10 weeks. We've finished it now, and one of the students, Samantha, is a Ginger Man fan, and she originally came from Cardenden and had said she watched my Cardenden episode and I didn't film enough of Cardenden. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have to go back and film it now. She's asked, and she asked politely, so there you go, Samantha, here I am. There's a lot of houses here so far. This rundown Scouts building. I bet the Boy Scouts had a wonderful memory here. No more, no more. It's got like a tin roof. Doesn't look very safe. I wouldn't want to be a Boy Scout in there. Found another wee sign nestled next to this park. Mining, change, evolution. Although our attitudes towards fossil fuels have shifted, the past still shapes us. The design and thoughts behind the artwork aim to reflect the rich mining heritage while hinting at what is to come. Right, okay, so Cardenden was a coal mining town, and coal was being mined locally by 1600. And by the mid-1800s there were numerous pits in and around the area. So it feels like, as I'm walking around here, Cardenden is extremely rich in its mining history. The transformation of the old name Carden into today's Cardenden seems to have been made by the Edinburgh Northern Railway when they needed a name for the new railway station in 1848. Though some sources suggest that the first use of the name predates this with the opening of the Cardenden pit. Mining really took off at the end of the 1800s, and by the 1950s there were 3 major pits or pit complexes nearby. Bohill had 3 pits employing over 1,440 men in 1961. The site of one, the Lady Josephine Colliery, is now home to a memorial to over 300 who perished during its active life. Wow, that's a really good sign, that. Really well written and just beautifully put there. But what it's telling me is that Cardenden is essentially a complete mining town right here in the depths of Fife, and they've built a railway so they can use the coal line. But this railway, which still exists today, I've parked my car there, kind of, instead of having these 3 separate little villages or 4 villages, they thought, right, let's just call it Cardenden and block it all in together, and here we are today. Fascinating. I did not know that, and I came here last time, but as I say, I only really skimmed the surface. And 5 years ago when I started Ginger Man, my mind wasn't full of much information as I've absorbed over the last 5 years. So now, as I come back, things start to make more sense in the bigger picture. So if you're wondering, in the Cardenden council area, bringing in all those Bohills and whatnots and Dundonalds, 6,500 people. So that's a lot of people, I think, for what is essentially a big giant village. It was busy this morning. I thought it was going to be quieter. It was quieter at the top end. As I've coming into the main bit of the street where the shops are, it's picking up. Oh, nice. I think I remember this, the Tree of Wisdom. See, I love this. I love the tree. What is it? Ah, it's got like famous people in it. It's got Ian Rankin's name anyway. It's number 2, Vi Penman, but I don't know what it says. It's kind of, it's seen better days, but it's got a poem written in it. And I'm thinking it's a tree of knowledge. Dedicated to former local councillor Willie Aitken, public servant and man of principle. You know he's someone to be respected, eh? You know, when they've written it on a bench saying he's a man of principle. I'm like that. I can get along with a guy like Willie Aitken. There's loads to Cardenden that I didn't know about. I'm seeing a woodland walk this way. There's a Baines up this way that I need to go and get a coffee at. It stinks this morning, the burn. There's this whole parkway that I'm going to come back through once I've got my coffee. Oh aye, look at this artwork. I tell you what, it's in the old mining towns where you see some of the most creative community projects going. Yeah, I'm impressed with Cardenden this morning. Way more to it than I kind of realised. So, hey, thanks Samantha for sending me back here today. Just wishing the weather was nicer. But here we are, Old Bank Road. Hey look, it's Tony's fish bar. I was thinking, right, we've got a lot of Turkish barbers here. How long until we have Turkish teeth shops? No be long. Baines is round here. I get our coffee. Sorted. Right, so I'm sorted with my Baines coffee. That's the best thing about these days out filming in the heart of Fife, cause Baines' home is just up yonder, up in Crosshill, near Bragg actually. Crosshill, Ballingery, Banarty, we call it all those names, but it's up there. So it is a local bakery and it is flourishing beautifully across the country, and it's good to see. Because there's a historical bakers in the area. Right, it's wet enough this morning so I don't need to go swimming, but what I do need is a wee walk in the Bohill community woodland. Look at this, plenty woodlands here. Right, things are starting to make sense to me now. So if I go up there, I'll go into the Bohill community woodland, but if I go along there, Cardenden woods. And because I want to stay in officially what is Cardenden, I'm going to go that way. But you know what, I'm really happy with this. Community woodland was created on the former Bohill colliery site and is managed by Fife Council. There we go. I'm going along this path towards Cardenden Woods, which makes sense because that's the way I want to be going. It just doesn't look like there's many benches. I'm just going to sip my coffee there now. Look at this. 1 minute. I'm surrounded by concrete, now it's just green. Didn't know this wee walk here existed in Cardenden. I didn't know Cardenden had a woods. Well, I guess we live in Scotland, so it seems like everywhere has a woods. Jeez, I bet there's loads of hogweed in there. You know what's mad? See, when I was a kid and I was playing Heidi, or I guess if you're not from Scotland, Tig, we called it Heidi. You would just run through stuff like this, the overgrown shrubs and bush, probably blasting through all the manner of hogweed and other things you don't want to get touching. Jagged, you certainly got jagged loads. There's a cool wee bird. I don't know what it is. I wish I could see it on the GoPro. It's a tiny wee bird. I'm not going to lie, I'm really enjoying this little bit of woodlands. All the wee tiny birds are out. They must really like it around here. And it's peaceful. I can't hear the cars going past me anymore. I've got my coffee. I'm in Cardenden. And do you know what? We've had such warm weather recently that this morning isn't bothering me too much with the cloud. It's still a little bit close and muggy, but hey, we can't complain because it'll be winter soon enough. Time in July now where everything is just dense green. Oh, it is just glorious. Someone's playing football here. This is a nice big park for football. Look at this. Bohill Rovers. Look, they've got a beautiful pitch. It's flat. It's like a bowling green. and they've got a good classic name, Bohill Rovers. You can't beat a team when they've got Rovers in their name, actually, apart from Rafe Rovers. But it sounds like old school football when they're called Rovers. There we go, Bohill Rovers. They've just got a pitch. They've not got anywhere to change. They've not got stands, dugouts or anything. They've just got a beautiful pitch. I'm still in Bohill. I need to get myself back to Cardenden. Right. I think before I go any further, I'm going to get my drone up. Because I've almost finished my coffee and I hate walking and drinking and enjoying food. Because you didn't enjoy it as much. So, before I do that, I just want to thank my Patreon legends, who without I wouldn't be enjoying this Baines coffee. And I've got a wee Baines French cake in my pocket there ready to munch. So you guys are legends, thank you. There's a new episode up, me kayaking on the Forth Nipsuit. If you want to watch that, you have to join the Patreon link, which you can do below. You'll also get your name in an episode like these guys. Anyway, peace. There we go, I got the drone up, and I think from the skies you can see how the area was designed around the pits, but the pits are now gone, and you can see that they've replaced it with these parks, like this one I'm walking around, Wells Green Park. It's amazing, absolutely amazing that, you know, these places could have just been left, or these spaces might not have turned into anything and just, you know, left to being overgrown, but you know, it's pathed, it's got a nice walk. So we're at the business end of the park. We've got a skate park, we've got astro pitches. This is a really, really nice park. Loads of dogs. I tell you what, I've seen more blonde dogs this morning than I've ever seen in my life. It's like everyone in Cardenden has a blonde dog. And as I say that, there's a grey brown dog, but you know, I still believe that most people have grey. I still believe that most people have blonde dogs who live in Cardenden. Look at this. We've got a toad playing the pipes, a fox on a skateboard, a red squirrel on the swing, boxing bees, a fishing fish, football and horses, deer playing bowls, pistol shooting badgers, and a golfing sheep. This is genius level artwork here, right now. I love this. Right, I'm back out on the road, the noisy road. But never fear, I'm cutting right through this woodland over here. I've got a wee deck in for looking over the pond. Ooh. Right, okay, watch the step there. This is just another little touch of niceness. Right, this path's not as tidy as the other path. I might get my shoes a bit dirty here, but that doesn't bother me. I'm ready for action all the time. Is this Cardenden Woods? I don't know. It's just a little woodland walk here, I think. A wee spinner-rooney. Yeah, it just comes back out on itself. It's just a little spinner. Just a little gentle, get yourself in the trees. Do you know, are you ever just walking somewhere and you randomly smell perfume and there's no one about? That freaks me out when that happens. I'm like, I can smell someone, but no one's there. That just happened right there. It's a hard place to put my finger on because it's got the Fife mining culture feel to it, but there's something else going on here that I can't quite put my finger on. I think it maybe explains the creative minds that have come out of the area. It's almost like the perfect blend of nature and people and society, just enough, you know, to create the spark for ideas. Right, where am I? So I'm on the Railway Tav Road. This is Cardenden Road. I'm learning. And now, decommissioned Fife Power Station operated here from 2001 until 2011. It had 120 megawatt output before shutting down. There you go. Did you know? I didn't know. Now you see this sign is saying Dundonald. I just can't quite work this place out. Like, what part is even Cardenden? Is Cardenden even a bit? This may be part of the strangeness about this place, is it doesn't really identify as one place. Because some people are saying, no, that's Bohill. And maybe some people will be like, that's Cardenden. That's a wee wave from someone in their car. It was like a nice wee hello. It wasn't a beep or anything. It was a very polite, wave, that. Right, I'm walking back up towards the train station now. I don't know. I might pop in the car and drive to the other side. Sorry, I might pop in the van and drive to the other side of Cardenden, or at least have a drive around. If you had the choice of a memorial stone or a memorial tree, what would you have? So here we are. One of the main reasons, I guess, Cardenden exists as it does today, the railway line. I'm going to jump in the van because I went online, as you do, and I said, where's Cardenden Tower? And as I done that, there's a wee bit called Cardenden. So it's starting to make sense. There's a tower and there's a Cardenden, so it would have been some sort of tiny little hamlet village with a den and a tower, and you had Bohill as a village, and Cardenden as a village, and Dundonald as a village, and they've literally just pung them all together. And you know, I've kind of reiterated that statement today, but that essentially is what's happened. And along comes the railway line, and as you can see, the railway line cuts right through this area, and thus here we are. I've officially named this the Burtmobile. So, using my skills of understanding and knowledge, This is the original Cardenden, Cardenden Avenue, because this wee path up here is going to take me to Cardenden Tower, which is hiding in Cardenden. See, it's all making sense now. Everything makes sense. So this is Cardenden Avenue, the original. These are the OG Cardendenners, and it's kind of fitting because look, you look over, we're up on a hill. You're looking over the rest of the place. I've been heavy on the woodlands this morning, and you know me, I'm no complaining. Got to be a tree swing up here somewhere, right? It's been a while. My buttocks need to feel some wood. When I say my buttocks need to feel some wood, I mean I just want to sit on a tree swing. Look at this woods here with the fog coming through it. It's very Jurassic Park-esque. Where am I going? There's a lot of uprooted trees along here too. Seems like the path's been blocked. Everything is minging in the woods. The Cardenden Woods. I have no idea which way I'm going. There's a path up here. There's a path along the back of the houses. I want to go into the woods. I feel like that's the right place, but I'd also want to get to the Cardenden Tower. The Cardenden Den. There's no signposts. They've got one sign at the start, and that's you on your way. Right, I've put into my maps and it's taking me somewhere else, so I'll try that. It's steamy. It's steamy. I'll do that. And then we'll get to the tower, because that was saying it was like 50-minute walk away, and I was like, that's 50 minutes there and then back. I've not got the heat resistance for that. As you can see, I'm not at Cardenden Tower. I had to do a little bit of research, and because I drove my car to a barn, a farm, and it just didn't seem like somewhere I could go, so I drove all the way back down to here. And then I read something, and I also checked it from where I first set off. It was saying it was a 6-mile walk there, 6 miles back. 6 plus 6 equals 12 miles. You get the picture. Anyway, this guy's written something about it on Flickr. Bill Cumming. Thanks, Bill. The remains of this tower house date back to the 16th century, but it was abandoned in the early 1700s when the well was infilled. The local historical society undertook a major excavation in 1992 when the well was partly cleared and some significant finds were made. The ruin overlooks the deep gorge of the Cardenden, which gives its name to the nearby town of Cardenden. And then it says it can be accessed by car to within about 200 metres, although there's little significance to see. Cheers for that. I kind of wanted to go to the Cardenden Woods, but I think I was in them. I don't know. If you know how to park and get to the Cardenden and the tower, then I'm all for it. And then I was thinking, well, I'll make a separate episode, but there's little significance to see. I guess showing you a picture is good enough. But aye, that's that. It's a very, I don't want to say strange place, but it is a strange place. It does feel like, it doesn't feel whole like one place. That is for certain. I mean, that's a weird bus stop. Look, the bus stop takes you all the way to the stairs that take you to the flats. I've never seen a bus stop quite set up like this. It's real handy. I'm standing at the bus stop and the bus is coming past. I'm no one to bus, but I'm curious bus stop positioning. I bet that's seen some action. Ugh. You know, if it had been one of those sunny days, I'd have been up for the hike up to the Cardenden, but it's playing on my mind, and I'll maybe come back and do it on a separate day where I just hit the woods. Maybe I'll go hiking and camping up there. That's an idea. Cardenden I've never seen before. Is this another woodland walk? Where does this take me? It's like a path that goes along by the train track. Cardenden is a maze. It is a complicated maze, physically and mentally. How funny would it be if I just stumbled across the Cardenden and its tower just along here somewhere, and I'd been reading my map upside down the whole time? 6,000 people tucked away in the ore bank. This is my favourite bit of the day so far, walking along here. I think you can hear the A92 because there's a loud road nearby, but barring that, the smell in here is insane. It's beautiful, and it's much cooler in here. It just instantly, the humidity sort of just lifted for a second and I felt cool. Oh, this is beautiful. Do you know something, right? I am currently writing my next panto, Snow White and the Seven Unicorns, and I've got my characters, it's coming together. But coming to a place like this, you feel it, you can understand the creative energy. I feel it already. Let's go this way. Like, in my head, it doesn't make sense that these massive woods are here now. Like, I don't know how I got into that. I couldn't see them before. So we stairway up here. I don't even know where I'm going to get taken out. Climbing those stairs, humid hot, like I keep saying it, but I've just had a whole bead of sweat dripping down my face there. Wow. It looks like I'm just sort of on the cusp, but I got a glimpse of it. I got a feel of walking through the gorge, or what felt like a gorge anyway. And according to my map, the tower's somewhere way up there, or what's left of the tower. There's a dug. There's loads of dugs here today. That's made it extra pleasant and beautiful. What's your name? What's your name? Oh, you're beautiful. What's your name? It's now starting to make sense. Samantha from my class who said that when I came here I didn't see really anything of Cardenden in my first episode, and if you go back and watch it you'll understand what she means, because none of this is in it. The whole best parts of Cardenden, which is obviously the Cardenden den, that is easily, like, that whole walk is going to be magnificent and I can't wait to come back and do it. It's just not the best day for it. It's minging on the ground and it's muggy. I mean, seriously muggy. So, and obviously also, if you look at the time on the episode, we're probably about done. So it'd be a heavy duty editing session if I went wandering up there as well. And see, over up that end, that's where I started the first time when I went wandering. So that path will take you along and up over there. Realistically, it probably would only take about 30-40 minutes as well, but I've already wasted enough time actually trying to make sense of it all. Nice wee park. A good few parks here. No flying foxes, no tree swings. I'm in Cardenden Castle Park. This looks like a cracker of an alleyway. And I can smell the wood off this new fence. Hallelujah. There's the van up there, I see it, tickle tickle. And I'm back. Oh, let's get this off. I feel like I'm suffocating. Oh god, it's so hot. Oh, it doesn't look hot, but it's hotter than a hot day. Steamy glasses, sweaty head, but what a morning I have had. More than I expected. I just always imagined, like this bit I'm in right now, this is alien to me, this whole bit of Cardenden. Never been here, never seen it, didn't know about the woods, the Cardenden Den. Samantha was right, there's loads to this place that I didn't know about, and a deep, rich mining history. Yeah, there's lots going on here, and some famous residents. And maybe Samantha, she'll be famous one day too. She's got her own paranormal channel she's starting on YouTube, so hopefully I'll get a link for it and stick it in at some point. But aye, thanks for having me, Cardenden. I'm sure I'll be back to find your tower and your den in another day. Thanks. Peace.
Well, it was a lovely to see you. It's the end of the show. Bring on tomorrow. Where shall we go? Where shall we go? Say goodnight to the ginger man. One last ice cream for the bearded man. Pistachio